Certainly is. We're just cleaning the lens at the moment because it's got a little wet in the Gatorade shower there. But might just grab Dale Morris here. What about that for a finish, eh?
Oh, 2 weeks in a row with a nail biter, so the ticker needs a bit of a rest, I think.
A little bit different to the finish last week. That last 3 or 4 minutes that Bevo spoke about during the week was a bit different this time.
Yeah, we're a little bit more organised, but you never want to leave it down to the last kick of the game. We're wishing to be two or three goals up, but we'll take it.
Young guys were brilliant too, weren't they?
No, they really stood up, Ed and Norts and all the rest of it. Everyone did. The young guys, the old guys, so don't forget about the old boys.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good on you, Dale. Rourke over here. How do you feel about that, Rourke? Fantastic win, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, words can't describe, honestly. Haven't beaten him in 10 years, the drought, so it's good to be a part of that. And Brad Lynch's first game, I mean, he was unbelievable. And credit to all the boys. Like, no one played a bad game. Everyone was that good, and we stuck to it in the end. And, yeah. So
you've come back from 2 knee recos yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, the tears nearly come out there. I probably didn't think, it's been a long journey, and I didn't realise how far I've actually come.
So what does it mean to you?
Well, all the hard work I've put in with my rehab coach, Nick Stone, and all the physio staff, it honestly just means the world to me to get that win. Yeah, it's been so long since I've had a win in the ones, and, yeah, it's an unbelievable feeling.
Well done.
Thanks, BT.
Congratulations, Rourke. Absolutely fantastic. Might get Marcus Bonampelli if we can. Marcus, can we grab you for 1 sec, mate? That was just absolutely incredible. Talk about a buzz. Might grab them both together, but no, come with us. After last week and what happened last week, and all of a sudden the last 3 or 4 minutes tonight were played very differently, weren't they?
You want to go?
Yeah, we tried. We tried to do everything we could. I think I felt like we were set up well that last centre bounce, and unfortunately we gave away a free kick, but it almost went a bit the same, but I think they were looking down on us upstairs, so it was nice.
You made a promise it wouldn't happen again. It didn't.
We had a bit of luck, I think, in the end, Bri. But I think the boys got the things right that we talked about. It's just Geelong a pretty good side, and they got that centre clearance. But obviously, massive step for the group tonight.
Certainly bubbling in here. Well done, gentlemen. Congratulations to you both. Well done over there. We might just give... Can we just give that another wipe there? Because it's got all stuff over. It's very sticky. Yeah, there you go. And Marcus Adams is just here. I might just grab Marcus if I can. It's been a long road back for you as well, Marcus, hasn't it?
Has been, yeah. It's a tough road, but...
I tell you what, we looked at the back line before the game tonight and we thought, hey, this back line of the Bulldogs, pretty good. I mean, really missing only Easton Wood, I think.
Yeah, I think obviously Moz and I have been out for most of the year, so not having us down there probably as the sort of deeper anchors, but Jackson Trengove and Hayden Crozier as recruits have been incredible, and the last couple of weeks they've been playing some really good footy, so as a whole, we're going well down there.
Congratulations, well.
Thanks, BT.
Marcus Adams, who's a really important player to what they do, the Western Bulldogs. So I saw Gary Zimmerman and Jake Landsberg. Here they are over here. Might just come and have a look over here now. And he can't say no, you two. Now, I don't want the report on the injuries because we're not allowed to talk about that. But you two, there's the camera there, Doc, were the 2 busiest men tonight in the first quarter. 4 injuries in 15 minutes?
Yeah. Well, that's life, Brian. You should know that. And that, Brian, that's just a summary of the entire season so far, isn't it? It's just been 1 week after the other with injuries.
You had a list of all the ones you're missing. You've got another page full here tonight. Any of them, I mean, obviously the broken collarbone's the worst.
Well, it's unfortunate for him, but he'll be out, obviously, for about 6 or 8 weeks. Hopefully there's no other damage other than Jongy from next week's point of view, apart from the 2 of us. And I'll be playing left, right, out next week, Brian.
Have a look at you two cuddling each other. You're both old men.
We are both old men. Well, hey. You're not far behind, buddy. Yeah, hey. Are we allowed to say you're only as old as? No, we won't say that.
Well done, gentlemen. Done a good job getting everyone fit over here. Might come over this way. Easton Woods just over here. Might just grab Easton for 1 sec if I can. Watching that must have been a great thrill.
Oh, mate, unbelievable. Particularly after how close we got last week and some of the amazing stuff the boys did, but not to get over the line. And
how much was that spoken about during the week in-house?
There was plenty spoken about it, but we took a lot of positives out of, how well the boys really executed, particularly on defence. We're really swarming the opposition, and you saw a lot of that. Absolutely. A lot of that tonight. Really stifled Geelong at different times, and just so wrapped for the group, mate, for them to get across the line and get a fantastic win.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Easton Wood there, Tom Liberatore. Have a look at the head on it, Tom. We just want to get a shot of the hair, mate. There it is there. How's the trip? Looked pretty good.
Nice.
How was the trip, all right?
It wasn't too bad. It was good.
Good to get back into the bubble of footy.
Yeah, of course. Always. On a night like this.
Man, a few words. Well done. By the way, any highlights over there?
Not really. Just good to get away. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Tom. Might get a word. Man, a few words. Might get a word with Josh. Josh, if I can just get you to stand up for 1 sec, mate. Well done. How's that feel to be involved in something like that for probably the first time at this level for you?
Yeah, that's right. Pretty surreal. It's just awesome to get a win, especially after last week, getting so close, and all the boys coming out with that effort again was unreal.
A couple of snags for you?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, trying to get on scoreboard a little bit more, but it's good.
Wayne Carey is talking about the length in your kick. You certainly showed that you had from 50 covered tonight.
Yeah, at the start of the game, and then that second one there where Bonte marked it on the goal line, I was struggling for distance a little bit, but it was all right.
Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Might have a chat with Mitch Wallace, who's just here. What do you think about that, Mitch? Great game from you tonight.
Oh, mate, there's a fair few lows in footy, but yeah, you got to enjoy the good ones, and it was a good one.
So what was the best thing about it? Other than the 4 points?
I think just the hard work. The wins don't come easy, and obviously been a disappointing week in terms of what we did Saturday night, but to come out and to give a four-quarter effort like that from 22 contributors really, and even Lynn coming in late, it's just fantastic. It's going to be a good week for the club, but it was a big tick.
Well done. Look, you're all of a sudden left by yourself. They all clear out.
Yeah, no, they're a bit worried about you, are they?
Well done, Mitch.
Cheers, mate.
Good on you, mate. Thank you very much for that. Might just might grab Benny Graham over here. I don't know whether we can speak with him or not. He's heading off as well. Might grab Chris Grant, actually, who's the head of footy over here and the man in charge of a lot of decisions here. Yeah, Pete, obviously the pres, but
you got me right.
A bit of a funny start with the injuries, wasn't it? I mean, 3 or 4 in the first quarter, and all of a sudden it wasn't looking great for you.
Well, it sort of felt like that right through the first half. When we're suckers even before the game started. The fella who replaced him, as I said, Richard at half-time, he lasted 9 minutes. And then we had, Billy roll his ankle in the first quarter. Hayden Crozier came off. I think Dell came off with a bloody nose. So it was like, how many we're going to have left? So it was a terrific game, actually, right throughout. And we just hung in there and just continued to play, and it was good.
Out of all those guys, obviously the most serious being the collarbone to Jongi, but anyone else you need to worry about for next week?
No, the rest of them are pretty good. A couple of little knocks and bruises, but a win will get them through.
Well done, Chris.
Good on you, mate. Thank you.
Chris Grant there, who's the head of footy here. And we might... who are we grabbing over here? Might grab over... Pete, just grab you for one quick word, mate. That was pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, that was one of the great Bulldog games of all time, I reckon.
How great was it?
It was one of the great Bulldog games of all time. You know, I've kept my entire aspiration as president was to beat Geelong just once, even in a practice match.
I mean, Luke Beveridge had never beaten him.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, he and I got that in common. So I was just so proud of them tonight. Like Mitch Wallace, after the week that he's had, see the application and the endeavour, just willing himself at the ball. Ed Richards, what a star he's going to be. Billy Gowers, like we lost some soldiers early on in the night, with Lin Jong. Geez, he can't take a trick, Lin, can he?
No, he can't. Bad luck for him.
And Lukey Delhouse got a knock, and they just kept on keeping on. And Geelong is such a good side, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I was just so proud, and I hope every Bulldog supporter was too, because that was a win for the ages tonight.
I think the atmosphere in here says that.
Does indeed.
Good on you, Pete. Thank you very much. Now, I just wanted to go over here and see Patrick Lipinski, who's over here as well. Just come over this way, guys, and we'll find... Just going to talk to him. Hey, Patrick. Well done, mate. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great win. We really needed it. Last week was so tough with the narrow loss, and it was just so morale lifting for the group. It was awesome.
Hey, come over here. We want to show you something on the screen. Where are we watching it? Just here somewhere? Where's the screen, guys? There? Not there? Okay, so we're just showing it now. This is a picture of you, I think, at the grand final as a young kid watching, is it not, before you got drafted?
Yeah, that was about 8 weeks before I got drafted with the team. So I was a doggy supporter throughout my childhood, and yeah, it was really great to get drafted to the Dogs, and now playing in wins with the boys. It's been great.
That is absolutely surreal to see that before you're drafted, and then you're here not that many years later playing in a game like that. Amazing.
Yeah, it's really a dream come true, like I was saying at the time, and yeah, it still is. And to be playing AFL footy with the boys is, it's phenomenal.
So if we just turn around with our camera coming over the shoulders, and you look around the rooms here now, and you see the players and the officials and the supporters behind us, what are you thinking?
I'm just so happy that we won. And yeah, like you said, back when I was a childhood, some of these people were my heroes, and now to be friends with them and playing with them is just really great. And yeah, it's great to see so many smiles on everyone's faces throughout the rooms after a win.
Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Pat Lipinski there, who played a really important game. Might get Ed Richards here as well to have a quick chat. They used to have a bit of a chat to him. Well done, mate. That was terrific. All the boys in the box talking about your performance tonight. But do you think that's the best, most consistent game you've played? Start to finish?
Yeah, I think it probably is a pretty consistent game for me. Just, you know, tucking in and applying pressure and doing all the things, and, you know, getting on the scoreboard's always handy as well. So I think that is a pretty consistent game, yeah.
And your dad, Kane, you haven't been able to convince him to turn from Pies to the Bulldogs?
I think I've convinced him a little bit now, but the Pies are actually going all right, so he's still following them quite heavily as he probably would, because he's followed them for almost 60 years now. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm not sure whether you realise you kicked 3 goals tonight, and every time you kicked each one of those goals, you put the Dogs in front.
Really?
Big goals.
Yeah, didn't know that stat.
You're delighted about that, aren't you?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well done, mate. You're having a great year.
Thanks, BT.
Ed Richards there with us. Who are we going over here? Might go over to the family over here, to one of the debutants, of course, Brad Lynch. And he's here, and we'll sneak up behind him. So, Brad, stay there. Now, you've got the family and all the kids. Talk us through who's here.
So this is my mum, Kathy BT. This is Boston BT. This is Riley. It's my other sister, Amy. That's my father, Dave. My sister, Stacey. My other nephew, Max. And this is Dale, my brother-in-law.
Big family.
Oh, yeah, pretty big trip for all of them from WA, yeah.
All the way over from WA?
Yeah. Oh, same place, mate.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. What a delight it is. So, I might ask Mum, just come over here for 1 second if you can. Kathy, what did you make of tonight? Because he played brilliantly, didn't he? And what a thrilling game.
Yeah, I was really pleased with him. It was a bit nerve-wracking there, of course, towards the end, but yeah, he just showed everything that he's made of. And
what was the best thing about watching him play in his first game?
Just all of it, I reckon. I could see his speed, his agility, his quick thinking like he does. Just all of it.
What are you thinking at the moment, Brad?
Oh, at the moment, I'm just so relieved. Just the work rate we put in to hold them off only just, even though I was very lucky at the end there with Harry missing that goal, but just can't believe the effort that we put in to get over the line. It's just an unbelievable moment.
Well done. Congratulations to you all. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
What a big effort it was.